All right, so welcome. Today for Yin, again, it's about being cozy, slowing things down. Typically when we're doing our regular yoga practice, we're building heat, we're building muscle, we're getting into the yang part. And for Yin, it's a little cooler practice, considered the feminine side. Anyway, whatever speaks to you, maybe it's just slowing down, maybe it's pausing. Just get comfortable, sitting in a seat, on a cushion, on the chair, on the floor, whatever. Relax those shoulders back, sit up nice and tall. And then when you feel ready, just soften that gaze or close those eyes and just let the breath be. Letting the breath be whatever it is, it is. Quiet that judging mind and just feel. Feel the spine lengthening in strength and dignity. Feel your front soften in comfort and ease and compassion. Scanning that body from the crown of the head, releasing any tension, any tightness in the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, the hands. Perhaps even feeling it down through the hips and the toes. When you're ready, I'm going to invite you to take a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Hold it at its height. And then as you exhale, just a soft opening through the mouth, just long, let it just, your exhale just happen. Draw it out as long as you can. Pausing, and then fill it back up in through the nose. Fill it up wherever it goes, belly, heart, throat, and then exhale just softly out through the mouth. Wherever you're feeling tension today, breathe in, direct that inhale to make space in those tight muscles, sore back, sore hips. And then as you exhale, it's almost like a balloon, just letting that tension go out through the mouth. Making space. Try this exercise just 3 more times. Take your time, filling up. Pausing. And then emptying, letting go completely. Whether you finished with this practice or not, whether you want to stay here through the rest of your practice, entirely up to you. Just notice here, just take some regular breaths. See if there's a little shift, a little ease, a little more space, and if not, that's okay. We're going to make space with our stretching. So I invite you to just stretch out that leg, stretch out those legs. Nice, soft bend in those knees. Notice again, cozy today. Cozy sweater, cozy socks, cozy scarf. We're just going to come into a forward fold. Inhaling nice and tall through the crown. And as we exhale, We're just going to walk those hands forward, finding that edge, using that exhale to find a little more space, and just relax the back of the hands next to the calves, next to the thighs, round the back. Let that head get heavy. A couple of natural breaths here. And then perhaps when you're ready, we try that breathing practice again, in through the nose. Pausing. And exhaling softly out through the mouth. Letting go of tension, letting go of stress, letting go of judgment. Notice where there's tension in the body, and my apologies for not being present with you. In terms of anyone that has sciatica, this is torture. So if you're experiencing anything like sharp pain in the hips, the glute, the lower back, I invite you to do the same stretch up in a chair with the legs straight. Having those hips a little higher makes it a little bit more accessible. So always know that whatever the pose is, you can make it fit your body. In Yin, again, we're taking a cold body, cold muscles, and we're getting into those connective tissues, surrounding, protecting. Three more breaths here, and you may notice the body is willing, but perhaps the mind is still busy, resisting, racing. That's okay. That's perfectly normal, perfectly natural. Remember, this is a practice. I have learned over the years, teaching and practicing Yin, the practice we find the most resistance to is the one I need the most. Take one more breath here. And then slowly ease your way back up. Shoulders back. Again, coming into a nice, easy pose. Just making a little bit of space. Take your arms forward, palms up. Shoulders back, inhale tall. And as you exhale, we're just going to drop the fingertips down to the floor. And the fingertips are towards your body as you slowly drop the heel of the hand towards the floor, getting that stretch in the forearm. And dropping those shoulders back, notice my spine is nice and long. So again, remember, long, strong, tall spine. Beautiful, comforting, soft, open heart. We won't be here long. Just again, inviting a sense of balance between yin and yang, strength and softness, filling up and letting go. Being curious through our practice today, noticing, maybe I didn't know I had tension in my wrists, in my arms, in my forearms and hands. As we breathe into those tight, resisting spaces and we release it, where does the tension move? Sometimes it moves in the shoulders, in the jaw. Sometimes we feel it in the back or the hips. Again, no judgment, just a couple more breaths here. Inhaling, filling. Pausing. Exhaling, releasing nice and slow. Slowly coming out of the pose, just shrug those shoulders up and roll them back as we make our way into child's pose. Knees wide, toes together, reaching the arms long and softening the heart down. Take a couple of breaths here. Remember, you can always use a book or a block underneath your forehead. Relax the hands, make some space between those fingers. Shrug those shoulders back and just soften down through that heart. Letting the hips get heavy, supported by those heels. Your forehead, whether it's on the mat or on a block, just rock it from side to side. Quieting that mind, ironing out, smoothing out those worry lines, and just a couple of breaths here. As we soften through the heart, I'm going to invite you to begin exploring how you're feeling here, now. Either in the body, in the mind, or in the heart. Feeling stretched, feeling grounded, feeling mindful, feeling peaceful, feeling worried, feeling connected, feeling cozy, whatever it is, don't judge, just notice where you're feeling it, identify it, and let it go, just like that nice long exhale. All right, one more breath here. And then it's time to get into those hips, walking those hands back. We're going to start in a low lunge or dragon, stepping that right foot forward, getting that hip flexor, those shoulders back, level one. You're holding onto your hips, you're holding onto your knee. I like to have a cushion under my knee here so I can just really let go, balance between that right foot planted and that left knee grounded. Again, building the pose from the inside out, feeling the length in that spine, the softness in the heart, and then getting into any tension in the belly, in the hips, or the back. Feeling that breath. As you get into the rhythm of that big long inhale, that pause, maybe as you soften into that exhale, you can bring the hands down to the floor. Not required, not expected. Maybe you're to the fingertips, maybe you're to a block. Again, find that pose where you can surrender into it, into stillness. Okay to fidget, but find that just right spot where it's not too hard, not too easy. We feel that dull ache, and we can surrender into that stillness, into that breath. Again, asking ourselves, how are you feeling? What are you feeling? Can you name it? Can you notice where you're feeling it? Can you let it pass? Can you release it? Whether that's physical tension, whether it's worries in the mind or the heart. Use that exhale and just softly blow it away. Last 3 breaths. You're doing great. I know it's hard sometimes to treat yourself, to feel cozy, to settle in and really identify those challenging, resistant feelings. And just as we slowly came into the pose, we want to slowly come out of it. Oh, feel that, right? Have a couple of those sounds, letting go of that tension. And we're going to take it to the other side, stepping that left foot forward. Notice this side might be a little bit tighter. And if this knee's, the right knee's sensitive, get a pillow or a blanket or a towel, just so that you can feel level between the left foot and that right knee. Starting with the hands at the hips, just coming forward. Again, long spine, drop those shoulders back. Make some room for that softness in the heart. Make some room for comfort, for cozy. Inhale through the nose. Fill it up. Direct that breath wherever there's tension. Pause. Feel it. And then as you exhale, those soft lips, slow, letting it go. Feel the body soften. Feel that breath like a balloon. Again, just emptying. You know we're holding these poses a little bit longer. So you can always come out of it if you need to. We're looking for a dull ache. It's always interesting to me in this pose. You may feel it more in one hip than the other. You may feel a tightness or a stretch in one side and a lengthening, letting go in the other. Again, you're not doing it wrong. Observe it, feel it. Maybe let go a little bit more. Let that awareness wash over you from the crown of the head. Let that face soften. It's okay to smile as you're letting go. Any place that's tightening up, direct that inhale. Smile at that tension. Smile at that tightness. Say, yes, I see you. I receive you. And then as you exhale, you're letting it go with gratitude. Thank you for this moment to show me where I can be kinder, where I can be gentler, where I can be more caring towards myself and towards those around me. Last 3 breaths. Are you feeling it? Oh. And then slowly coming back. That's Sanskrit for yeah, that was a good stretch. Find your child's pose. Your knees wide, your toes together. Soften that heart. Come back to home base. Let that breath just be. Notice a little more space. Notice those hips. Rock them from side to side. Rock that forehead from side to side. Feel supported by your mat, by your desk, wherever you are. And then slowly make your way onto your back. Hold on to the back of those legs, hug those knees into the chest. Beautiful hug. Give yourself a little resistance. And again, notice, inhale, long spine, strength, dignity, equanimity, soft heart, comfy, cozy, compassion. Extending those legs up to the sky, flex and point. And then coming into our modified pigeon. If you prefer to go into full pigeon, absolutely do yourself that favor. Take that right foot or right ankle, place it above the left knee, and hug that knee in. Feel that stretch in the back of your thigh. Feel that lower back soften. Let those shoulders melt down away from those ears and come back to that breath. Whether we're in a chair, on a back, on our backs, or on our belly, release the body into that support, your mat, your chair. Imagine wherever you are, wherever you're supported by, almost like a little cushion, just softening, receiving the body. Grateful for you, grateful for this space, this time. Notice your breath with a shade of gratitude. Notice how your body receives and releases without effort. Last couple breaths here. And then slowly take those legs back up. Again, flex and point. Circle those ankles. And when you're ready, we're going to take it to the other side. So if you were in pigeon, maybe you're taking a down puppy or a down dog or a child's pose. If you're on your back, take that left ankle above the right knee and just hug it in. Again, relaxing those shoulders. Maybe notice this side's a little bit softer. You can get into it a little bit easier. Perhaps this side's a little tighter. No worries. We will still send light, love, gratitude to any tension in that lower back, in that hamstring, in that outer hip. These last few moments of our practice together, Just receive the space your body's created through mindful breathing, through stillness, through stretching, by turning ourselves into little pretzels here. Bring that softness to your face, reconnect with that smile. And whether you're appreciating a soft, cozy rain outside or sitting by a little fire, what I love about those little fake fireplaces on the TV, wherever we are, we can reconnect with those, even on our phones. I encourage you today to check in with how you're feeling in your body, in your mind, in your heart. And see whatever strong feelings you may be having, if you can replace them with cozy, caring, compassionate thoughts. One more breath here. And slowly uncross those legs, bring those knees in, give yourself a nice big hug. And then preparing for final resting pose, extending those legs long, shrugging those shoulders back, rest those hands on the belly. Shoulders back, neck is long, chin is tucked. Close those eyes, take that big breath in. And exhale, just let it go nice and slow. Take one more breath, just like that. Notice that nice long exhale. Notice the body received wherever you're sitting or lying down, so that we can soften those muscles, those tissues, those joints. We can make space, we can make room for more light. For more love. For more gratitude. Staying here as long as you need. And when you're ready, slowly deepening, receiving that breath. Starting anew, slowly bring movement to the fingers, the toes, the wrists, the ankles. Rock the head from side to side. Feel that diaphragm rise and fall with each breath, giving those internal organs a little hug from the inside, rolling to your side. Keep the eyes closed, and when you're ready, pushing yourself up, coming to a soft, easy, comfortable pose. Shoulders back. Inhale the arms up. Palms together, bring the hands down. Prayer position, or just rest those hands at the heart. And finishing class the way we started, again, connecting with that long, beautiful, strong, dignified spine. That soft, beautiful, loving heart. May your week be filled with light. May your week be filled with love. Thank you so much for your time. Namaste. Thank you for coming today. I'm so sorry I missed you guys on Thursday. I needed this today.